Hello everyone, William here. I'm going to do a little tutorial on Arma, mainly squad mechanics and how to get the most out of your difficulty options, and how to manage a squad, because a lot of people seem to have problems with that as a squad lead. The first thing I want to show you is sort of, in my opinion, the best way to play Arma, and that is to really tweak your game options, and that can be found under selecting any mission, or even back at the main screen, I think, too. Anyway, yeah, configure. Any mission, click on game options, go to difficulty, and you can tweak sort of the options under the difficulty settings. So I like playing on regular because I like the friendly and AI difficulty there. It's not too hard, not too easy, but I tweak a lot of the special settings here. So for example, I have friendly tag disabled, enemy tag disabled, all these sort of tooltips that I hate to use the word realism, but takes away from the realism of the game. I leave things like third person enabled. You can take a look at my options here, but you'll notice once I start getting in game that there's a lot less indicators. You don't have an indicator on the map unless you have a GPS. You don't really know where you are unless you do proper land navigation. You really have to use the compass to figure out your direction of travel, things like that, and superimpose the compass onto the map to see, your current heading and where you want to go. So things like, I'll scroll up again so you can see at least the top bits here. You can sort of see what I have configured, and again, I'm just playing on regular, so the friendly and the AI skill, the friendly and the enemy skill are the defaults for regular, but I've modified the options under regular to match more veteran, actually. So you'll notice a little, and actually a little bit of elite as well. So let's go back here. I've downloaded this this custom campaign. So this is more of a showcase for this campaign as well, or this mission, and as well as how you can manage your squad. I'm going in blindly, but this has a high, I don't know, how do I say, I guess, I don't know, it concentrates a lot on the role of a squad lead to take part in an attack on a crucial village in support of a major offensive. So again, this is blind, but I've heard some pretty good things about this scenario, so let's check it out.
What's the situation?
Well, Corporal, the enemy has started moving around, but nothing seems too threatening. They don't look too entrenched either. I can see some infantry, 10, maybe 20, and there's one APC. They'll never know what hit them. Alright, let's get back to the platoon. The attack is going to start in a few minutes. We have to pick up some men at Galati. Move out.
Okay, the first real thing that I do immediately when I get into a sort of overview like this in the briefing is immediately turn off textures. It's very important to know the contours of the terrain that you're in, and that's more or less to know from an insertion standpoint. So say we were attacking Alpha Squad, this point Alpha Squad here. We have essentially three routes just from me just looking at the contours. The first route would be attacking on a northwest angle on Hill 176, so you get high overwatch. But there's sort of a lot of cliff sides here, there might be a lot of rocks in the way, and we have a forest, in fact, that could actually provide some cover if we had to fall back. The other option would be attacking from Hill 193 on a sort of a northeasternly attack. Now, obviously, we're not attacking Alpha Squad, I'm just using this as an example. Or we can actually use this valley, which allows cover from the left and the right sides. Now, it completely depends on sort of your situation, where you are, but immediately with contours, you can sort of see what your options are, whereas with textures, it's kind of harder to tell. It looks a lot flat, a lot more flat, I should say. So, and the textures don't really give you any information, so turn those off. And it actually renders the map a lot quicker, so that's a good plus. I'm just gonna leave the situation in Intel open here. You can read it if you want, pause the video, and I'll just quickly buzz through each of these. I won't read them aloud, but if you're really interested in it, you can pause the video and take a look, and then I'll get started. Okay, so after reading through some of the situations and the briefings here, we are seems like a two-man unit, and we have to meet up with our squad, Alpha Squad, and our insertion is here in Galati. Bravo Squad's going to be supporting us in the assault to Abdera. So the first real task is to move to Alpha Squad. When they don't give you much more tasks like this in a scenario, I sort of play it step by step. And to approach Alpha Squad, I plan on taking the ravine because I want as much cover as possible. I don't want to be cresting these hills. I don't want to be seen by anything. And then when we assault with Alpha Squad, this forest will provide a lot of cover for us as we go in. And hopefully we can see a pretty good amount of Abdera. However, this forest here on the eastern flank of Abdera might provide some screening for the assault, so we might have to loop up around this way, follow the road in a little bit so we can get a better clear look at the town. Now again, I'm going into this blindly, but you also have to read the contours again as well here. So Abdera seems to have an elevation of about 115. That's what this number means right here. And there's a couple mountains in and around the area, so it looks like it's kind of in almost like a valley. Hill 214 has an elevation of about almost 100 meters higher than Abdera, so that's going to have a pretty high incline over on this eastern side. So this might be a good approach too if we want some sort of high overwatch. Get on top of Hill 214 and we can probably see all of Abdera over top of these trees. And that's what I'm talking about, the contours. The contours really tell you what you need to know. But again, if we want to come in from the north, we have that option too. This is about 149 meters of elevation, so versus 115, that gives us a pretty even playing field coming in from the north. The south doesn't look like much of an option, and Bravo Squad will be hitting that way anyway, so we don't want to go into the same direction that another squad's going to be hitting. We just want to make sure that we watch for friendlies. So let's get this started. So it actually looks like the mission's going to force us to attack from the north while Bravo hits from the south. So we were sort of prepared for that contingency anyway. I'm going to load up on some extra facts. Now for those who don't know to open the GPS, because it's really an obscure thing, is right Control M, and you can see that GPS is now there. The GPS dynamically scales based off of your speed, tells you your grid location, your current heading, and actually also you can see marks on the map. So it helps a lot. And if you don't have a GPS though, like I said, you have to do a little bit of land nav because you don't actually show up on the maps here. Neither do enemies. So you really have to pay attention to your squad. So this guy here, Adams, he's my medic. We're going to link up with Alpha, and then we're going to talk a little bit about squad maneuvers and basics of squad mechanics.
Peterson, you up? Good to see you again, Armstrong. All the guys ready to go on your command.
Thanks. Anything in particular we should know?
Nothing too crazy. We aren't expecting too much resistance in this valley to the north. Although if I were them, I would have a few fire teams watching just in case.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are in position and waiting for the order. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo Actual. We are in position and awaiting your go. Over. Alright, Alpha. Begin moving through to the valley. Once you're in a good position to outflank the village, radio in, and Bravo will commence the attack. Over.
Roger that, Papa Bear. Alpha is moving in now. Out.
Okay, so let's take a look at our tasks. Assault the valley, and that's telling us to go in from the north, like I said. So sort of the roadside coming from the north. We got a clear view, not a lot of elevation, and sees the area from the north while Bravo hits from the south. That's all in good. So let's take a look at our current location and what it looks like in the actual world. So we can see we're here at Alpha Squad. So if we put our compass right on Alpha Squad, we can align ourselves with the compass view. So we sort of know that we are now looking in this direction. So we should essentially see two mountains, one off the right here, and another one over here somewhere, over there, and probably behind these rocks. And the valley that we want to approach in is directly to our bearing of 300. So we're going to sort of go in between the mountain right there. I should go into crosshair. The mountain right there and the mountain right there. Sort of follow it around into the forest and then assault the town from the north. So reading the map, understanding where you are, and reading the contours really helps. So what we're going to do first is understand our squad. Now right now they're in what's called a safe posture because they haven't detected any enemies. Now the AI moves quite fluidly in a safe posture. They stay with you, they don't do a lot of bounding, they don't do a lot of covering. As soon as they find an enemy, they will really start to move a lot more cautiously, and this is to your benefit. A lot of people find this a little frustrating because your friendlies aren't really keeping up with you as the player, but essentially you're not keeping up with your AI. That's really the issue that's happening here, because they're being more cautious than you, and that's the actual proper way of playing. So a couple things. First thing is, I usually, when you select your squad by hitting tilde, I rarely use these commands because they're not quick. You have to use mouse wheel and there's no keyboard shortcut. So for example, hold fire. If I wanted to tell my team to hold fire, I have to scroll down to hold fire. And that may sound stupid, but look how fast that is. You didn't even see how I did it.
Weapons free.
And now I just told him to open fire. That's how quick it is, because I can go tilde 3-2
Hold fire.
for hold fire. And I've sort of memorized that, but you have to understand how the menu options work. So tilde 2 is targeting, so you can tell enemies to target. Currently there's no targets because nobody's really called anything or seen anything. You can obviously go more and tell them to target a snake, but that doesn't really matter. Tilde 3 are firing and engagement rules. So like I said, tilde 3-2, hold fire. It's very important. Tilde 3-1 is open fire. Those things should be things that you sort of have engraved into your mind. Tilde 4 is vehicles and mounting options into vehicles. Tilde 5 is just status reports. They're not used very often. Tilde 6 is actions. Again, not really used very often. If you want to manage your AI gear, then you can do that. Tilde 7 I use a lot. This tells what stance your friendlies, what stance they're in, and then also what combat awareness they should have. So like I said, right now they're in a safe awareness. I use, for example, tilde 7-7.
Stay low.
Is crouch. They should all go into crouch soon. There we go. Tilde 7-7, tilde 7-6
On your feet.
is stand up, and then tilde 7-8. Oops. Tilde 7-8 is get down. So knowing those commands are really important. As soon as you take fire, you do tilde 7-8. These things become almost muscle memory. So
On
we'll
your
get these
feet.
guys to stand up. Tilde 8 is formations. Now formations seem gimmicky to most people, but they're extremely important, especially when you're navigating specific types of terrain. When you're navigating open terrain like this, a wedge formation is really good. That's the kind of formation we're in right now. It's almost like an arrowhead. You can sort of see that now. When we know the enemy is in a specific direction, a line formation is really good. And when you're cresting a mountain altogether, a line formation is really good because you want everybody to be engaging at the exact same time. When you're going down a road, staggered column is really important because everybody watches specific sectors, either left, right, or front. When you're navigating really narrow terrain, a file formation is really good. When you're navigating sort of a complex town, a diamond formation is really good. So you'll see me switching between these formations. Echelon left, echelon right. It's really good if you're trying to, if you want to force all your AI to be on one side of you. So for example, if you don't want them moving too far left, you would do an echelon right, and you would be the leftmost point. So all these things are really, really, really important. So right now we're going to stay in wedge because we're in open terrain. We're going to head on a bearing 300, and we're going to go to basically the rally point, the assault point. So we're going to move through these valleys about... Oh, and I should say that these grid squares are... each grid square is 100 meters. So I'll probably speed up this video as I make my move, but probably about 400 meters to the forest, and then we'll rotate direction a little north till we hit the road, and then we'll head a little west about 300 meters to the first task objective. So understanding your movement before actually doing it, very important, because if you do engage some contacts, you need to know where everything is. I don't want to have to open the map when I got contacts in front of me. I want to be able to know, you know, I have a forest on my left, I have a valley right in front of me, a road directly to my north, about 800 meters. These are really, really important things, and this is sort of the beauty of Arma 3, is understanding these things before you even actually do anything. So we're going to head 300 till we hit the forest, north about 300 meters, and then follow the road west until we hit the objective. So let's move out.
Fire at will.
Every couple meters or so, I sort of move to a slow walk to allow AI to catch up. AI slows up in safe movement when there's obstacles, when they have to run around trees or rocks or something like that. So you sort of shift every so often to get everybody sort of to the same playing field, and then we sort of go full bore again.
Enemy spotted. Rifleman. Machine gunner. 200 meters left. Stay low.
So immediately what I did there is I told my friendlies to go low. I don't know where the enemies are. They say 200 meters left. So left is about 260.
Eyes on target.
Yep, I got eyes on them right there. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Weapons free.
Oh, we're weapons.
Target's down. Target that soldier.
So basically what I did
Southwest.
is I did a misfire by accident. That was really stupid of me. But we were able to spot the infantry almost immediately based off of AI calls. Somebody said left. I turned left. I saw them cresting on that little hill. It seemed like a 2-minute and immediately I hit ~2 and I targeted the nearest friendly. I told them to target the nearest friendly. And they took it down within seconds. When he was down, ~2 again, and told him to target the next enemy. So those quick reactions allow you and your squad to really stay alive. Like I said, as soon as I got into contacts, I told them to get down. At least lower their profile a little bit. I didn't tell them to get into prone because they only called one enemy. Now if it was like a tank or something, I'd tell them to get prone and more tight formation. But this was just 2 infantry. 100 meters is sort of considered danger close, but we got them down pretty quickly, so we're going to keep moving.
On your feet.
Now currently these guys are still in an aware position now. Now that they've seen enemies, they're in an aware position. So they're going to move a little slower. Right now they're actually moving quite well. But they're going to keep their eyes open and cautious until somebody calls safe. As a squad lead in a wedge formation, you should always be looking front, Contacts there.
I see movement. Machine gunner, 100 meters front. Stay low. Rifle, 100 meters front. Target neutralized.
Covering fire!
Scratch one.
Move!
Wounded.
Go! All cover! Okay, let's go!
Covering. Go. No
Okay.
target.
There I got a little surprised. Again, I'm fumbling a little with my controls. 8 got wounded. That's okay. We'll solve that in a second. And everybody else is currently in a crouch posture. We neutralized the 2 targets. Nobody's actually dead, but 8 did get hit. So I take my medic, 2 and 6. So F2 to select my medic, and 6 to
Area
select
clear.
action.
On the move.
So now you can see that somebody called area clear, and everybody's going to sort of file into their formations now. So they'll move with a lot more fluidity. And you can see now that I have my medic selected, I can tell them to treat riflemen.
Heal that soldier. Understood.
And Adams is going to go over to the riflemen. Medics take their sweet time, although he's in a safe posture right now, so he'll probably do it quite quickly. If you ever tell somebody to heal in an unsafe posture, they're going to take forever to heal. And in fact, it's probably not a good idea to heal when there's enemies around, because it's going to take your AI that long, and now you've lost that percentage of fire effectiveness. That medic will no longer be focused on his gun. He'll be focused on making sure the area is clear around the injured. So first you want to engage targets, kill everybody, make sure it's safe, then tell your medic to heal. It'll save you time and a lot of headache fumbling with the AI. So we're going to move up.
On your feet.
Like I said before we were getting engaged, as a squad leader you should always be looking front. You're in a wedge formation, I should say. Your AI will be watching other directions, so you want to sort of scan a 45-degree arc, kind of like what I'm doing right now. So now that we're in this forest, we're going to head a little north.
Machine gun, 75 meters front. Stay low. On your feet. Hit the dirt. Rifleman, 100 meters front. I got it. Engage that man. Front. Target neutralized. Rifleman, 100 meters front. Attack that rifle. Front. Medic. Target down.
Okay, so again, that was a little bit of a clusterfuck. I sort of fumbled a little bit. I told them to stand when I really meant prone. All sorts of crazy shit. But it doesn't look like
Soldier,
anybody...
75 meters right. Attack that rifle. He's down.
On the move! Cover it! Go!
Getting a little bit crazy right now. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's dead. Nobody's really called anybody dead, and I don't see any friendly dead bodies. Is that a dead body? No? Maybe that is. No, that's a rock. Alright, so now that it's somewhat clear, tell everybody to stand up.
Cover it! Go!
Area clear.
And somebody just called clear, so now I can tell my medic to heal himself.
Okay, let's go!
Adams, patch yourself up. Roger.
Then I'm going to tell him to heal me.
Ready. Adams, heal that soldier. Roger. Ready.
Alright, so now we can continue movement north. I'm going to stay in a crouched formation though. It seems like this area is littered with 2- and 4-man patrols. So we're going to stay a little bit more aware. I'm going to even play in first person so I can do quick engagement. And I might move with guns up. And CQB optics. If you find that you're in sort of a tight situation, this is always a good speed to move at. Guns up, I call it guns up, and even I just hit Control F there to switch to automatic. So you can just really lay down some suppressive fire real quick if you find anything. So this is how we're going to move now. And again, to check your compass, you got to put your gun down, but that's okay.
Contact. Soldier, 100 meters front.
I've got him!
Oh, that was quick. So now I'm holding shift, and I'm sort of zoomed in a little bit. I'm really wary of contacts. I didn't actually see where that guy was. My AI did. but there's got to be a second one. So far they've been in pairs. Doesn't look like there's a second one, so maybe I was wrong. So I'll get out of shift, moving a little faster, and zoom out a little bit.
Contact! Rifle!
Target down.
See there, that's what good headphones do for you. I didn't see him, but I heard him. And I heard him positionally. I immediately turned right when I heard him. I don't know if you guys can hear stereo sound on YouTube, but you probably heard him first too. I immediately turned right. Didn't see him, but looks like my eye took him out. He's probably behind one of these bushes. And that was probably the second. And because we're in this valley, because we decided to take this valley approach, we are sort of at a disadvantage. We don't have the high ground. We can have enemies sort of on these ridges to the left and right, but what it does is it provides us a lot of cover, and we're not out in the open on our approach. Now these reeds are death traps. You can't see anything past them, you can't see anything in them. And I think that's the road we're supposed to link up with. Doesn't look like that's a road, it was just a patch of gray. So we're going to continue following the forest. This is still a forest line. And if I had to guess where we are... if I had to guess... without opening up my GPS... take a look at the tree line, sort of how it snakes around. Take a look at my compass. Currently facing 240. So if I line myself up with the tree line... God, I don't even know. Let's get up on the tree line first. I don't want to use my compass because that's... I like sort of doing land nav, but... we're kind of moved off track though. I think we actually moved through the forest. Yeah, we must have moved through the forest, so let's get back on a northern path. And we got the rocks to the left and a hill. Maybe around here somewhere? No, we've got to be closer up. Maybe around here somewhere? I don't know. I'm going to trust my judgment, move through the forest until we hit the road, because that was my plan. Without having to open up the GPS. Those are some nice trees. Alright, so we're at a road now. Seems like we're at a road that sort of snakes like a U. That would be this. Definitely. With a forest in the north, forest to the south, and let's confirm with the GPS. We're in grid 100205. Grid 100205. 5 or 6, right here. So, my plan worked. We more or less stayed on target. Now we're going to follow the road west to the task marker. This looks like a set piece, so I'm assuming this is going to be our objective. Yep.
Alpha to Papa Bear. We are in position and ready to encircle the village. Over.
Roger that, Alpha. Bravo, commence the attack. Over.
Okay.
This is Bravo Actual. We are Oscar Mike. See you soon, Alpha. Bravo Actual out.
Okay, so this is going to start moving pretty fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow the road west, get up on Hill 149, and start attacking directly south. So sort of make like an L pattern. It might seem like a longer approach, but it might be a sort of a better approach. Or just looking at the terrain. Maybe we'll just head directly southwest. Let's try southwest first. So I'm going to tell my guys to move into a line formation because we're going to start cresting hills. I want everybody to be engaging at the exact same time, not too many people far behind. We're going to use this hill. And we'll move up in crouch formation.
Machine gun, 200 meters right.
Stay low. I got a visual. Man, 200 meters, right flank. Taking fire. Engage that machine gunner. Northwest. 18 soldiers, 100 meters right. I got him. Cover and fire. Attack that 18 soldiers. Northwest. Okay, let's go. Go. I'll cover.
Scratch one.
Move out. Cover.
Not sure if
go.
anybody got hit during that.
Covering fire.
We'll just wait, see what happens. I wasn't expecting there to be enemies down there. But we were at least ready in a crouch formation.
Clear.
Alright,
On the
clear.
move!
Let's move.
Okay, let's go.
This is where I start using my GPS to get myself in a nice position. So I'm about here, and we should be cresting fairly quickly. And you slow up to let your squad catch up so that you're all engaging at the same time. Town should be directly below us in a second. You start seeing the tips of the red roofs. Play with guns up. Moving at slow speed. Now, as an effective squad leader, it's sort of your job to find targets fast. That sort of keeps you out of the fray, but when you're attacking villages like this in AOs, that means you have to open your binoculars almost instantly and start finding targets. Your AI is more effective when there is targets to be found. See, it's exactly what I was fearing. We're sort of getting screened. Oh, there's a target there.
Enemy spotted. Soldier, 200 meters front.
200 meters right. Target neutralized.
He's down. Man, 300 meters southwest.
See how I'm sort of
Target's down. Rifleman, 300 meters southwest.
playing a second.
Change back.
Rifleman, 200 meters.
I've got him.
What I'm doing is I'm
He's
sort of
hit.
holding the
Man,
binocular.
75 meters right.
On the move.
We're gonna move to this. We lost one guy too.
I'm hit. Hostile down.
On the move.
We lost number 10 because we got flanked on the right side. What I was sort of doing is you hold the binoculars over the enemy until your player character calls them out. And as soon as your player character calls them out, then you'll your AI will start engaging at a quicker pace.
On the move. Cover me. Move out. Covering. Go.
Moving.
Go.
Move out.
So we're gonna hold here. wait for contacts to come up to us. There is still, or there was
Area
still
clear.
one contact, but we just called area clear, so.
Moving.
Now we're going to shift left. We're not going to go directly into the village and stay in sort of this overwatch position. We're going to shift left, try to get behind some of the rocks. But first, we're going to do some healing. Oh, we're getting some contacts.
Go!
Sounds like it's out there.
Man, 200 meters, front! Engage that man, southwest! Machine gunner, 200 meters, front!
I
He's
don't
down.
know where this guy is. I don't want to move out with that guy. It sounds like he's over on this cliffside. That sounds like he's more left. That might be Bravo though engaging, so we're gonna move up quick. I should heal though.
Okay, let's go!
Covering. Go.
Move out!
That's friendlies.
Okay, let's go.
You should know your uniforms.
Okay, let's go!
Moving.
Friendlies coming in there.
Go!
Okay, let's go.
I'm covering! Go!
On the move.
Okay, let's go!
Move out.
On the move!
Move out.
I'm covering! Go!
We're getting some cracks, I just don't know where from. So you can see now they're moving in a much cautious state, providing bounding overwatch for each other.
Covering! Go!
Moving.
Go!
Where the fuck
I'm
is this
covering.
guy?
Go.
I'm covering! Go!
Covering. Go.
On the
I
move!
can
He's
see his
hit!
tracer.
On the move!
Shit.
Go!
Okay, let's go.
Go! I'll cover!
Okay, let's go.
Go! I'll cover!
There we go.
Move.
Fucking
On
finally.
the move.
Sounded like they were further out, but they weren't. Okay, so we lost 4, we lost 10, unfortunately. I
On the
blame it
move.
on me talking.
Adams, heal that soldier. Copy that!
Now it's probably going to take my medic forever to heal that guy, but... You know what? Fuck it. Just tell him
Fall
to
back! Wounded! Copy that!
Cover me. Move out.
Because I want to help Bravo.
Go.
Go! I'll cover!
On the move. Move out.
Man, 200 meters, front! Engage that man, southwest!
Cover me.
Oh, fucking glare.
Moving.
You don't often get glare in the way. That time I
Rifleman,
did.
200 meters. Front.
He's down!
Fuck.
Machine gunner, 100 meters. Front.
Target down! Go! Cover me! Rifleman, 200 meters, front! Target neutralized!
There we go.
Down!
Alpha, Bravo, this is Papa Bear. SATCOM is detecting an enemy force moving south to Abdera. Prepare a defensive posture and do not lose the city.
Okay,
Alright.
let's go!
So we're going to quickly move into the city. It is clear, but we haven't called clear. We only know it's clear because the task cleared. Which is kind of cheap, but
Okay, let's go!
we're going to move quickly into the city and hopefully medic ourselves, heal ourselves.
Clear!
There we go. Okay. So they're way up here. They might already be here. Oh, I hear audio. Like a tracked vehicle. I can hear Bravo calling out orders.
Move out. On the move.
Covering fire! Cover me! Okay, let's go!
Okay, let's go.
Machine gunner, 100 meters, right.
Target the machine gunner, northeast.
Okay, let's go.
I'm covering. Go.
We've got an enemy. Machine gunner. 100 meters, right up ahead.
Stay low.
Medic. 100 meters, front. Scratch one.
We've got an enemy. AT soldier, 200 meters front. Target the medic.
Contact. Rifleman.
Target that soldier.
I'm getting suppressed.
MRAP. 100 meters, front.
I'm in cover, so I'm gonna heal myself with my FAC. There's the AMRAP. Oh shit. And I don't have an AT soldier, unfortunately. At least I don't think I do. According to my icons, I don't. Oh, there goes some AT. That must have been Bravo.
Target down.
Oh no, 9 took him out. Cool.
Man. 200 meters, front. He's down. Man. 200 meters, front.
Target that rifleman, east.
Shit, I'm kind of coming down here.
I've got a visual. AT soldier, 100 meters, right up ahead.
Machine gunner, 200 meters front.
Target down. Rifleman, 100 meters, front. Contact, soldier, 100 meters, just up ahead.
We got a lot of contacts now up there.
Target down. Injured.
Levine, patch yourself up.
Wilco, medic, 100
Telling
meters,
Levine to
front.
patch himself up.
Man, 100 meters, right up ahead.
Number 5.
Rifleman, 200 meters front.
Standing by.
Rifleman, 200 meters, front.
Rifleman, 100 meters, right up ahead.
Might be some coming down this road.
Engage that man, east.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're coming up this road. I should make a break for that building. Get up on that balcony.
Rifleman, 100 meters, front.
There's one dead guy. So they must be coming down this hill.
Medic, 100 meters, left. Rifleman, 200 meters, right up ahead. Man, 200 meters, front.
Engage that man.
I got a rifleman probably right underneath me. Yep, there he is.
Target down.
Front.
Target down.
Fire at that soldier, front.
Target neutralized.
Only one more reported contact. I'm still hurt. And I can hear Bravo still calling out orders. I think this might be Adams. So I might actually have him try to patch me up.
Adams, heal that soldier.
Understood!
Yeah, that's Adams. There we go. I don't know where the rest of my team is. They're probably stuck or dead.
Standing by!
That's Bravo. There's one of my guys. You can tell because my guys are crouched. 700 meters away for the last reported squad leader sighting, so I think we've pushed them back to some extent.
On your feet!
We didn't lose anybody, but 5 is still somewhat stuck, I believe.
Fall back! Copy that!
What's your position?
What happens is sometimes when you heal a player in this game, it's a current bug, they get stuck in their current spot. So that's probably what happened with 5. Nothing really you can do about it. Actually, if you reload, if we save... It's a little trick that I've learned. So save and exit. And then... minimize by accident. Go back here, go resume. 90% of the time it kicks them back into gear. So we might be able to get 5 to link back up with us. Which kind of sucks for missions that require you to get all your friendlies in an evac chopper.
Report position.
Levine, move left!
Copy that.
So I'm not sure where 5 is currently, but I've told him to sort of move to our location. We'll see if he comes in. In the meantime, we'll just sort of scan around, see if we get any more sightings. Wonder where that Ifrit went. Oh, that's it right there. Maybe link back up with Bravo. Last I saw they were over here. Yep. Nobody's called safe yet because we still get this squad leader, but I have no idea where he is. Is that 5?
Fall back! Solid copy!
Yeah, I have a feeling that was 5, so we might have got him back into gear. Hopefully he doesn't say, what's your position? So there might be some enemies around the perimeter. We're going to start just doing some run arounds the city, see if we can find anything. Still says we have to defend the town, so there might be some stray animals. Let's see, let's get a position on the town here. So right now we're essentially from the north, so we're somewhere... Let's see here. I'm all turned around. This is sort of a curve. It's probably this. This would be the north where they attacked. Yeah, so we're somewhere around here. So we'll just sort of make a perimeter sweep. See if we can find any baddies. Now, see, our friendlies are going to be
Area
moving quite
clear.
slow. There we go, but they just called area clear, so they should start moving a little faster.
On your feet.
And we shouldn't have any more contacts. Nope, no more contacts in the target menu. Now they're all stuck behind this girder or whatever. Guardrail. Oh, lots of bodies. Oh, rest in peace. I hear something. I think. Also sounds like one of our guys is hurt.
Adams, heal that soldier.
Roger. Cannot comply.
Nope, alright, whatever.
Soldier, 200 meters, back.
Okay, back. So that'll be obviously behind us. Due north. 150 meters. I think this is the last guy. Once we clear this guy out, the objective light. Oh, there he goes. What's that? This is dangerous. This is probably stupid. There we go.
Target's down.
Not sure where he was, but we did it. So that's how you effectively play on regular with some modified settings. Pretty fun. I find it a lot more fun because you get a lot less hand holding, and I guess that's how you do all right. Being a squad leader, I did lose some men, unfortunately, because we got flanked on that approach, which sucked. I should have realistically what I said at the beginning, where we moved into the assault position, if you guys remember, when Bravo was called in to start their engagement. I said we're going to make an L pattern, like sort of move left and then down. I should have stuck with that plan instead of cutting across diagonally. If I would have went with that L pattern, I would have saw those guys that flanked us from the beginning, and I wouldn't have lost my 2 men. So I should have went with my gut, but I didn't because I was afraid that Bravo would get there a lot quicker than we would. And it did happen. Bravo did get there quite quickly, and they did lose a lot of guys because we weren't there. So I feel guilty about that, I guess. But it is just a video game. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully it was informative to you. And questions, comments, concerns, throw in the YouTube.